What's going on, guys? Chanske here. So with the release of the Naval Strike DLC on all the platforms, there is a patch that came along with it too. It fixed some bugs and further helped balance the game. Now in this video I want to discuss with you guys some of those changes which stood out to me the most, and in the description down below I will leave the links for the full patch notes of each platform for you guys to check for more details. Let's just quickly hop right into the video, and first let's talk about the general fixes done in this patch. So they fixed an issue where the ECM jammers would sometimes fail to jam incoming missiles, and I just really hope they have actually fixed this problem, because when I deploy my countermeasure I kinda expect it to work and not fail on me. I do understand the countermeasures don't all have a 100% success rate. There is the odd chance where the missile will still hit you, but that odd chance was really high for the ECM jammer, and that is why I switched over to the IR flares, because the chance was a lot lower. Also, in this patch, they have shortened the takeoff distances for jets to match the length of the runways in the second assault maps. What often happens is, in those maps, the jet won't be fast enough and then you run out of runway and hit a tree and probably blow up. It was just very annoying to have that happening all the time, so I'm glad they can fix this problem. Next, as you guys may or may not know, the kill cam in Battlefield 4 is very broken. It was very annoying at times, so in this patch they addressed some of those issues. Th3 has fixed the jittering inside the kill cam when your player collides with the world objects or the terrain. It will just cause random flickering on your screen until you go back to the spawn menu, and sometimes that flickering can be a bit eyesoring. They also have fixed an issue where the kill cam would just display the wrong killer, and this was the main problem which annoyed a lot of players with the kill cam. We all had a lot of little experiences that are very weird, like getting killed by a teammate or a vehicle killed you even though you know it is some kind of infantry. So hopefully that is gone and we'll never see those broken kill cams problems ever again, because I would hate that. So moving on, let's talk about some netcode fixes done in this patch. And the first thing on the list is that they have fixed for an issue where other soldiers would appear to fire in the wrong direction while turning quickly. This would trick you to thinking it is an easy kill, but instead you are facing a tough opponent which is very alerted. At times players will get killed by this because their guard is down while the enemy's guard is fully ready. I'm just glad that fixed this problem. It was just not a fun time to have that happen to you, and in a way it could be a little bit of an unfair advantage. They have also fixed the problem for weapons firing twice or not firing at all in some cases, so hopefully now when you press the trigger it will behave normally and your bullets will actually fire at the targets that you're intending to aim at. Now let's talk about the balancing that they have done in this patch, first starting with the weapon/gadget tweaks. They have reduced the vertical recoil of the M4 and the M16A4 to give these burst fire weapons a tighter burst accuracy in their mid to long range role. After knowing this, I actually might go back and try out these two weapons again, because as you guys know, the M4 and the M16A4 are probably one of the two most underused guns in Battlefield 4, and maybe after this patch it won't be, but I believe chances are these two guns will stay underused because players would rather prefer their M416 and their AEKs. They have also reduced the side-to-side and the first shot recoil of the G36C. This weapon now has the lowest side-to-side recoil of all carbines, giving it a clear controllable rate of fire, especially compared to the AK-5C, the Type 95B, and the AKU-12. Now personally I love the G36C. It was one of my favorite carbines in Battlefield 3, not because of the stats, because I actually like the gun itself. So hopefully now at least there is a reason to use this carbine, but I think maybe increasing the rate of fire of this gun in the future will help it make it more powerful and make people use it even more. Before the patch, there was one assault gadget in Battlefield 4 which was very much overpowered. I have used it before and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, and you'll hear it firing off in every Metro or Locker game. Of course, I'm talking about the M320 LVG. Hallelujah, that thing has finally been nerfed. The detonation time of that grenade has been tweaked, the maximum damage has been lowered to 80, you can only carry 3 grenades instead of 4, and it takes longer to replenish these grenades. So hopefully these changes will help suppress the LVG so that it won't wipe out a room full of guys with only one grenade, while reducing the speed it takes to replenish the LVGs. They have also increased the time for the M320HE too. So overall, I think they're just trying to reduce the grenade spamming with all these changes. Speaking of grenades and throwables, DICE has increased the time it takes to replenish the RGO Impact, the Th3 Mini, the M84 Flashbang, and the M18 smoke grenades from ammo boxes. Since players now in this game carry more grenades, the resupply delay needs to be longer to prevent grenade spamming, which happens a lot in Battlefield 4. I just really hope these changes will be enough and they'll work out, because it is extremely annoying to see grenades explode one and after another, and I just really hope that time they increased is enough and it's not like 2 seconds. I would say at least 10 seconds would be okay. And lastly, in this video, let's go over some of the vehicle tweaks done in this patch. DICE apparently have greatly improved the suppression effects from mounted vehicle weapons, including the miniguns, the HMGs, the LMGs, and all the shell types for all armored vehicles. I don't really mind the change, but I felt like the change was not even needed. At the same time, I don't think it should make that much of a difference. They have also further reduced the repair rate for the scout helicopters and the transport helicopters. Now, in my opinion, this was truly not needed. After the first time they have patched it, I felt like the repair time was perfect, not too fast nor slow, but now I feel like the repair time is just a bit too slow and maybe makes the helicopters too easy to shoot down. While players can't repair as quickly, the transport helicopters gunners do more damage. I'm so glad they have finally buffed those miniguns. Since Battlefield 3, I have always been waiting for this buff because it was almost always impossible to kill infantry in a moving helicopter, but hopefully now it won't be overpowered against aircrafts though. Lastly, with the vehicle tweaks, they have also balanced out the AC-130 by buffing it slightly. Firstly, they have increased the accuracy and the direct damage of the AC-130's 40mm cannons. This makes the 40mm cannons able to be used to fire pinpoint shots in 2 to 3 round bursts, enabling them to provide accurate fire on infantry and vehicle targets. Their velocity has also been greatly increased to aid with their accuracy, and with the 25mm cannons, the splash damage and the range has also been increased. These cannons now approximately do 50% more damage, and the increased damage as well as the increased suppression effects will allow the 25mm cannon to provide its role as an effective weapon against infantry. Truthfully, I really don't think these buffs will make the AC-130 overpowered. In the past, when you got killed by an AC-130, chances are the shot which actually killed you was fired from the 105mm cannon, and in this patch nothing was buffed when it came to that cannon, only the 2 other weapons on the AC-130. This buff I actually think is a great idea, because in the past I have tried using the 40mm cannons or the 25mm minigun, and I just felt like they were extremely weak. It just didn't pack the punch which it needed, and I only got kills from the 105mm cannon. So hopefully now everything with the AC-130 is balanced out and is neither overpowered or underpowered. So anyways, that about wraps up this patch video. Hopefully you guys can keep up with these patches, and again, the full patch notes are down below in the description for you guys to fully check out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you have learned something. Thanks for watching. Peace out guys.